Unemployment. The word itself sparks images of struggle and hardship. Think of families fighting to make ends meet, individuals on the brink of eviction, and the inability to afford basic necessities. Unemployment isn't just about not having a job. It's about financial instability, mental health struggles, and lost opportunities. It's a chain reaction: stress, anxiety, and a sense of hopelessness. Losing a job hits hard, not just in the wallet, but in self-esteem and purpose. The ripple effects are massive. High unemployment rates can strain social services, spike crime rates, and destabilize communities. Economic hardship has far-reaching impacts. Let's dive into labor statistics and tackle the challenge of measuring joblessness accurately. While the pain of unemployment is deeply personal, understanding it on a larger scale requires data. Governments, economists, and policymakers rely on unemployment rates to gauge the health of the economy and formulate effective strategies. But how do we capture the multifaceted reality of joblessness in a single number? The most common metric, the official unemployment rate, seems straightforward enough. It's the percentage of the labor force that is unemployed. However, this apparent simplicity masks a fundamental challenge: defining who is actually considered part of the labor force. This seemingly technical question has profound implications. Should we include those who are working part-time but desire full-time employment? What about individuals who have given up searching for work after months of discouragement? The answers to these questions directly impact the official unemployment rate, potentially painting an incomplete picture of the job market. This challenge is further compounded by the limitations of data collection methods. Surveys, administrative records, and statistical models each have their own biases and blind spots. Reconciling these disparate data sources to arrive at a comprehensive understanding of unemployment is a daunting task. The official unemployment rate often fails to capture the full complexity of joblessness. Someone who lost a high-paying job and now works part-time is still considered employed. This classification masks their financial struggle and ongoing job search. The unemployment rate can underestimate the true number of job seekers. Addressing unemployment requires understanding its various forms. Policymakers need a complete picture to implement effective measures. Traditional unemployment statistics face significant limitations due to data collection challenges. Surveys can lead to inaccuracies due to misinterpretation and social desirability bias. Administrative data only captures a subset of the unemployed. Statistical models, while useful, are limited by data accuracy and assumptions. A multifaceted approach is essential for a true understanding of unemployment. Section 3. The Global Jobs Landscape. The challenge of accurately measuring unemployment is a global one, with significant variations in data collection methods and definitions across countries. These discrepancies make it difficult to compare unemployment rates directly and can hinder international efforts to address global joblessness. The International Labor Organization, or ILO, attempts to standardize these metrics, providing a global framework for measuring and comparing unemployment rates. However, even the ILO acknowledges the limitations of these statistics, emphasizing the need for context-specific analysis. Despite these challenges, tracking global unemployment trends is crucial for understanding broader economic shifts and their potential impact on individual nations. Rising unemployment in one region can have ripple effects, influencing trade patterns, migration flows, and even political stability in other parts of the world. Analyzing global unemployment data requires careful consideration of regional nuances, economic contexts, and data collection methods. By acknowledging these complexities, we can gain a more accurate understanding of the global jobs landscape and work towards developing effective solutions to address the challenges of unemployment worldwide. Section 1. The Rise of Gig Work. The gig economy, with its short-term contracts and freelance work, blurs the lines between employment and unemployment. Millions navigate income insecurity, juggling multiple gigs to make ends meet. Some thrive in this flexible environment, but many face a precarious existence with limited benefits. Traditional metrics often fail to capture the realities of gig work. Multiple part-time gigs might classify someone as employed, even if earnings are below the poverty line. This classification ignores the instability and lack of benefits in gig work. The rise of gig work impacts how we measure and address unemployment. Policymakers need new tools to ensure decent work opportunities for all. Addressing gig economy challenges is crucial to prevent growing income inequality. We must develop a nuanced understanding of 21st century work realities. Section 2. Trapped in underemployment. Underemployment, a less visible but equally concerning aspect of joblessness, refers to individuals who are employed but not working to their full potential. This can include those working part-time who desire full-time hours, individuals in jobs that don't utilize their skills and education, or those experiencing wage stagnation despite years of experience. Underemployment represents a significant waste of human capital, hindering economic growth and individual fulfillment. Those trapped in underemployment often face financial strain, limited career advancement opportunities, and a sense of unfulfilled potential. Traditional unemployment statistics often fail to capture the full extent of underemployment. Someone working part-time while actively seeking a full-time position, for instance, is considered employed even though they are not working to their desired capacity. This misclassification masks the true economic challenges faced by underemployed individuals. Addressing underemployment requires a multi-pronged approach, focusing on creating quality job opportunities that match individuals' skills and aspirations. This includes investing in education and training programs, promoting entrepreneurship, and fostering a business environment that supports job creation and wage growth. Section 3. The Skills Gap Mirage. The skills gap is often blamed for unemployment, suggesting a lack of qualified workers. However, this overlooks systemic issues and employers' reluctance to invest in training or offer competitive wages. Addressing unemployment requires investing in both technical and soft skills, and incentivizing employers to provide training and fair wages. Section 4. The silent struggle of discouraged workers. Discouraged workers, those who have given up searching for employment after months of fruitless efforts, represent a hidden facet of unemployment that often goes unmeasured by traditional statistics. These individuals, having faced repeated rejections or a lack of suitable job opportunities, lose hope and drop out of the labor force altogether. While not actively seeking employment, discouraged workers remain a cause for concern. Their absence from the labor force artificially lowers the unemployment rate, masking the true extent of joblessness and potentially leading to complacency among policymakers. The reasons why individuals become discouraged are varied and complex, ranging from age discrimination to a lack of affordable childcare options. Addressing this issue requires understanding the root causes of discouragement and implementing policies that remove barriers to employment, such as providing affordable childcare, offering training programs for older workers, and combating discrimination in the hiring process. Ignoring discouraged workers paints an incomplete and potentially misleading picture of the labor market. Recognizing their plight and understanding the factors that contribute to discouragement is crucial for developing effective policies that promote full employment and ensure that everyone who wants to work has a genuine opportunity to do so. Section 1. The Statistical Kaleidoscope. Navigating unemployment statistics is like peering through a kaleidoscope of numbers and methodologies. Each country presents its own statistical picture, complicating cross-country comparisons. Developed nations often have more detailed unemployment figures, yet even sophisticated systems struggle with capturing the gig economy. Developing countries rely on simpler measures due to resource constraints. These variations have real-world consequences. International organizations must grapple with inconsistent data. Comparing rates between developed and developing countries can be misleading. Lack of standardization challenges policymakers and researchers. A harmonized approach is crucial for understanding global trends. Section 2. Policy implications of statistical variance. Measuring unemployment impacts policy decisions. Solely relying on official rates can mislead interventions. Underemployment and gig work need consideration for effective policies. Accurate data is crucial for addressing labor market challenges. Comprehensive data helps create inclusive, equitable policies. Section 3. Beyond the numbers, a human-centered approach. Statistics represent real lives. Each data point reflects individuals and families facing job loss. A human-centered approach listens to those impacted, understanding social and psychological effects. This approach informs compassionate policies addressing economic, social, and psychological impacts. The goal is a just society where everyone can achieve economic security. Embrace a holistic approach, recognizing joblessness's profound impact on communities. Section 1. The automation paradox. Automation has long sparked fears of job loss, but its impact is complex. It transforms work but doesn't necessarily reduce overall employment. The pandemic accelerated automation, revealing both its potential and limitations. Human adaptability remains crucial, highlighting the paradox of automation. Preparing for future jobs requires understanding this balance. Section 2. The algorithm and the employment line. The rise of AI has raised new questions about the future of work. AI has the potential to disrupt white-collar professions that require cognitive skills. Journalists now compete with AI platforms that generate news articles. Lawyers face AI algorithms analyzing legal documents with greater speed. Artists and musicians contend with AI systems creating art and music. AI suggests a future of human-AI collaboration, leveraging each other's strengths. The challenge lies in equipping workers with skills to thrive in this evolving landscape. Education must adapt, focusing on technical skills and human capabilities. Section 3. Adapting to the future of work. Navigating the evolving employment landscape requires adaptability and collaboration. Governments, businesses, and individuals must invest in skills development and create inclusive labor markets. This includes technical and soft skills, lifelong learning, and supporting technological transitions. Embrace continuous learning and adaptability to thrive in the future of work. By working together, we can create a more prosperous and equitable society for all. Section 1. The imperative of accurate data. As we have seen, the issue of unemployment extends far beyond a single statistic. Understanding the true scope of joblessness requires grappling with the complexities of data collection, acknowledging the limitations of traditional metrics, and recognizing the human stories behind the numbers. Accurate and comprehensive data is not merely an academic pursuit, it is the bedrock upon which effective policy decisions are made. When we rely on flawed or incomplete data, we risk implementing solutions that fail to address the root causes of unemployment or, worse yet, exacerbate existing inequalities. To move forward, we need to invest in more robust and nuanced data collection methods that capture the evolving nature of work. This includes developing new metrics that account for the gig economy, underemployment, and discouraged workers. We also need to improve data sharing and collaboration between governments, international organizations, and research institutions to ensure a more comprehensive and globally comparable understanding of unemployment trends. Accurate data is not a silver bullet, but it is an essential tool for crafting effective policies that promote full employment, reduce inequality, and create a more just and equitable labor market for all. Section 2. Towards a more inclusive labor market. Addressing the challenges of unemployment requires a multifaceted approach that goes beyond simply creating more jobs. It demands a fundamental shift in how we think about work, value labor, and design policies that support workers in the 21st century. We must move beyond the traditional dichotomy of employed versus unemployed and recognize the spectrum of work experiences, from precarious gig work to underemployment, that characterize today's labor market. This requires developing new policy frameworks that provide adequate social protections, training opportunities, and pathways to decent work for all, regardless of their employment status. Investing in education and training programs that equip workers with both technical and soft skills is paramount. This includes expanding access to affordable education and lifelong learning opportunities, particularly for those most vulnerable to displacement due to automation or changing industry demands. Furthermore, we must address the systemic barriers, such as discrimination, lack of affordable childcare, and inadequate transportation infrastructure that prevent individuals from fully participating in the labor market. Creating a more inclusive and equitable labor market requires a holistic approach that tackles these underlying challenges and provides everyone with a genuine opportunity to thrive. Section 3. Navigating the future of work. The rapid pace of technological advancement, particularly in automation and artificial intelligence, presents both challenges and opportunities for the future of work. While concerns about job displacement are understandable, history has shown that technological progress also creates new industries, occupations, and employment opportunities. The key lies in embracing a mindset of adaptability and lifelong learning. Workers need to be equipped with the skills and knowledge to navigate this evolving landscape, while governments and businesses must invest in creating a more resilient and inclusive labor market. This requires a fundamental shift in how we approach education and training. Traditional models of front-loaded education followed by a lifetime of work are no longer sufficient. We need to embrace lifelong learning as the new norm, providing workers with opportunities to reskill, upskill, and adapt to changing industry demands throughout their careers. The future of work will be characterized by collaboration between humans and machines. Rather than fearing automation, we should focus on harnessing its potential to enhance productivity, create new opportunities, and improve working conditions. This requires a collaborative effort between governments, businesses, and individuals to ensure that the benefits of technological progress are shared broadly and that no one is left behind.